I believe in you.
So, if I recall correctly, we left off right when you guys were on your horses leaving Garren's Well, the Western Gate, and many an NPC would cry and say, I have things to do."
Oh, I do have. It is my last task in the morning as we're leaving. I'm looking for an enchanter, so
Okay.
I'm probably heading toward the Mages Guild area.
Yes.
The enchanter's name is Tim.
I was tempted, but I did not. I did not bite on that.
In the interest of saving time, even though I'm sure that you have like the family tree for this enchanter written out.
Yep. Here we go. Yep, guild mage. That is you. There we go. So wait, after about 10 minutes of searching and asking around, you do find what is basically guild magic services. So it seems to be a magic shop run right out of town.
Okay. it's there. It's like colleges that partner with a high school so that they have a lab school that train teachers.
In a weird way, it's kind of like how they make extra revenue is by picking these kids' quote unquote science projects and selling them to the public for grades.
All right.
So they're
I
getting put to work, and one of the things that can be put to work is enchanting services. So you might have an acolyte working on whatever item for a fee.
I enter the shop and I set the ring kind of gingerly on the table because honestly, I have the feeling that if I were to throw this ring at the ground hard enough, it would explode and do some rad shit.
Oh, the ring you purchased from a kobold.
Yes.
Enough said. Okay, so yes, it is.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust it.
Positively charged with energy.
Tie
Probably
it to
more
an
than
arrow
its
and shoot it
food.
at someone.
And it's a bit of a wait. This is actually a very busy part of town, and these services are commonly requested. But eventually, you get to the front of enchanting services, and a pimply-faced youth of an acolyte and his mentor just shadowing him, kind of like like you've seen a training duo at your local supermarket. He is learning the register right now.
So I'm going to keep asking this because time is of the essence and I am never afraid of flexing connections. Do I recognize either of these people from the siege?
Roll an intelligence check.
That is a 10.
10. Nope.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Yes, in my recent exploits, I've come into the ownership of this ring, and I was hoping that I could gain some insight as to what is going to happen if I use it.
The acolyte is like slowly reaching for this ring and immediately gets his hand slapped away by that mentor's like, no, not that one. I need to look at this one. And just by looking at the eyes of this mentor, they're clearly eyeing it over, and they're sensing something beyond the acolyte's abilities. And he palms it, looks at it very closely, and says, question for another question. Where did you get this? This is nothing our college can produce.
I came into possession of it from a kobold tradesman.
See, the mentor starting to do some math in his head, and he's like, oh, not him. We threw his ass out.
And I...
Oh, and you bought... Well...
And I got a ring for a jar of teeth, so... Just
I was
add that
saying,
to the
not
story.
bot traded.
He says, well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Well, so what you got here is probably true to his word. Very potent, powerful magic. Only the object it is housed in is far from suitable. Let me put it this way. It will offer you the protection. It will give you this. Provided you never get hit. If you get hit, well, I can't really say much for you.
Can't say much for me, the shield will explode. Or can't say much for me, I will explode.
Just looks at you, and his big fuzzy eyebrows kind of just droop, and he says, "Whoa. A little bit of both. Buyer beware."
So
But we here at the college, we would never endorse such a cursed object upon anyone, really. It would besmirch our good name, and of course, a rapscallion kobold would clearly try to push this upon you. I'm glad you brought it here first, but that is what I can tell you.
So out of character. My character from the 3.5 game is making grabby hands in the back of my brain. Just to add it to my honestly quite terrifying stack of traps that I am carrying around with me.
He says, well, I can give you more specific information on this object if you're willing to pay.
How long will it take?
10 minutes?
How much?
Well, it's a simple spell, so how about 100 gold? I can tell you specifically what it will do if you were to get it. And if there's any other magics involved with its curse or anything of deeper meaning, but that's just surface now.
Is there any chance that I can talk you into a discount? This is for the literal survival of this area.
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, you remember the siege from, boy, it's only been a week ago, and how my compatriots and I coordinated your defense of the siege.
Yes, I'm quite familiar with it, actually, yes. I was on the walls myself.
Son of a bitch!
That's the damage.
Alright, I'm gonna use that inspiration.
There we go.
So I rolled a 2 for an 8.
Right off the bat, first roll of the day.
Alright, that's a better. That is a 25.
Very good. He says, how about an old war hero discount? Can't say no to that. How about 70 gold and we'll call it good?
Works for me.
Okay. And on the 70 gold. And
Yep.
he takes the ring into the back room and he says, it'll be just a moment. And you see he's casting some sort of ritual spell on this ring. And there's just this awkward 10 minutes with this acolyte. He's just idly scratching. Looks like he's got a bit of a rash, and his robes are just not fitted. And he's just like, so, hero, huh? You ever need like a mage to like follow you around? I know, magic missile. I just learned that last week. I can help.
I have my notebook that I've been poring over since the previous night. It's where I found the scrap. I'm just going to explain away that, like, the fiasco in creating the anti-undead and fiend oil and the fucking smoke bomb is that my notes got badly damaged at one point and the recipes were incomplete.
Makes sense.
So I am at some fight. at some point my journal got damaged, and so now I'm going through trying to like piece together what rituals are missing and just kind of bookmarking stuff that might be useful for the purposes of today.
Yeah, and all while you're doing this, there's just this awkward like
And I
voice youth is just like trying to make himself seem cool, and he is just not doing a great job.
After I mark a page and I look up and I'm gonna go, the best thing you can do is stay here and learn your trade, because enhanced arms and armor are always necessary in the long fight. You are doing a vital service. And I go back down to my journal.
He doesn't seem to be the kind to receive compliments very often, so he seems quite taken by it. And he's just like scratching his head, like, oh, shucks. And with that, the ring is brought back by the mentor, and he says, "You got yourself a doozy here. All right.
Oh, that's a real doozy, this one.
Yeah, here's some backwoods magic. See, this ring's made out of crystal meth.
Oh,
Oh, boy!
No, it's a brass ring.
put it on your dick.
And it does confer you a +2 protection bonus while you wear it. But if you take damage while attuned to it, it breaks and you receive 3d6 psychic damage.
That's if you attune to it. If you don't attune to it, it does no protection,
It
correct?
does no protection, and it won't have that effect. But if you do break it by any other means, like you were to strike it, it would also confer that damage.
All right, that was my personal follow-up question on that. Okay, well, this will certainly have a purpose.
It could be a weird, elaborate charge to some sort of trap that you can lay.
Can I give that ring to a certain orc, half orc?
It's not your fucking ring.
The ring is on my person, and you're not here.
You are not aware of its existence, for you were in prison when it was procured.
Oh yeah. All right, that's all I had for the morning.
Okay, so that was fun. Didn't think I'd have something ready for you, but there you go. Okay. Any
Oh, I
last
knew
minute shock that you
you'd
wanted
have
to
something
do?
ready.
I know you guys were gearing up for a Reopia or an encounter on the road with orcs, so... What's anyone else doing?
I'm probably waiting outside and just not really doing much of anything, just keeping an eye out, because I'm assuming it's still early in the morning, right?
It is, yeah, you guys struck out pretty early.
Okay. Any weirdos out and about?
Gallons of weirdos.
Us.
Especially
Yeah.
orcs.
I have a feeling that in Garren's Well, at least, if we're out and about on the street, there is always this crowd that will eventually kind of end up forming, gawking.
You guys have gathered about 20 or so people in a half an hour you've been loitering outside this college. A lot of them are mainly students in between classes, marveling at you guys, and just common folk, just pointing at various magical artifacts, and a lot of them just pointing at Hixa.
I mean, I'm kind of used to it, but I definitely flip people off.
In the interest of things, as a metagaming thing, Hixa, do you want to try and hunt down a magic weapon of some kind at this college? Just you don't have one. Everyone else does, for the sake of dealing with like undead and dead.
Should I have a magic weapon? Was that part of the thing?
I mean, they help.
They help bypass certain enemies.
Okay, but like, okay, so point of order. Paul, did you say that with your mic live?
Yeah.
Okay, because I assume in Skydd's game everybody was given a magic weapon. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
no. Everybody got a unique item.
Okay,
Some people-
I
some
already have a
people admit-
unique item.
Yeah, some people it was weapons, like Caleidah's eye was his. Havik got a bow. Faustus, you got the armor. I don't remember what Ramanas got.
Mine was my packed weapon.
Okay. So a lot of people did choose weapons as like their signature item, but that was something.
And then
But it
I
didn't
just-
necessarily have to be that.
I just spent a bunch of gold on.
Yeah, yeah, and I also gave people gold to spend too. So
Yeah, but so like here's my thought process right now is just like I've seen you guys hunt one thing. I don't realize that this is going to be a consistent thing, so I don't have a reason to get a magic weapon unless you tell me I need a magic weapon.
Yeah.
Like
that's-
in game.
well, there's
That-
also the magic weapons are also fairly expensive, and I don't know what you're
Yeah, I ain't got no
you're
money.
living in the woods.
No Mooney.
I mean,
No, people paid me in service.
Mm-hmm.
Also, your household kind of got
Yeah, there's that too. Gotta keep poking me where it hurts. Come on now, Faustus.
This is how you get character building. Is you break
I'm
them.
just for like a week, traveling with people I don't know.
Yeah. I'm doing my best to try to get some motivations out of people. And
I will.
anyway,
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll. If we're loitering for a significant period of time, I'll kind of double check with everybody else and just kind of be like, "Is there anything else we need while we're here?"
use the bathroom before we get on the road. I don't want to stop.
Everybody go potty.
there
Everybody-
appears to be a mad doomsayer who's like not 100 feet away from you guys, and he's very peeved because he's usually the loud, raucous one that gathers crowds, and he feels like he's being upstaged right now.
I was going to say, are
He's
we on
like
the corner?
banging like a miniature gong, and he is just like leering at you guys, trying to impose some sort of doom, and you guys are just taking his normal crowd just by
Just
standing
screaming
there.
the end is nigh.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and tie his shoes together.
You successfully tie his shoes together, but he is not wearing them. Or
What did you
That's
tie
even more
together?
impressive.
he is in rags,
Well-
as most doomsayers tend to
He
be.
just braided his toes.
Crunch, 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 like some bony dough. No, you are not high enough level to do that to a person. Anyway, eventually Caleidah comes out, reverently holding this ring, like it needs to be cast into some sort of volcano.
I drop it in a leather pouch and drop it in an inside pocket so I don't lose it and it doesn't get shattered.
Okay.
All good.
Havik, I mean, you're
yes.
waiting too, so you do absently see him with this ring and doing this action with it.
Nah, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Maybe someone
My
inside
character-
you might, just a little
Nope.
bit.
The goblin just wants to destroy.
It could be ours. He seems to like it. What if we broke it?
That's us.
Okay.
You know what, Faust? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh no! I poked the gobbo.
Oh,
You guys saddle
Yep.
up, and that's
Yep.
all the business you wish
Every-
to do.
everyone ready? We don't need anything. And looking at Hixa, it's I continue to appreciate that you're helping us. Some weird things are very likely going to happen on the road in the next few days. And I mean an order of magnitude weirder than what happened in the woods.
I mean,
In Goblin, I'll tell Hixa, no weirder than a goblin helping a human.
I have zero reason to listen to anything Havik is saying. So
think
I
your
mean,
ears
I'm
will
just
still perk up that he does know Goblin.
Goblin isn't that uncommon. There are hundreds of them, thousands of people that speak it. But yeah, I mean, I just like jangle my basket and I'm like, don't worry, I have things and I can take care of weird.
Good. All right, everyone. We need to get moving.
Spoken like somebody who has a raccoon in their basket.
You bet your ass I do.
That was entirely in character.
I almost want to inflict something on the party when the term weird was used, but you guys gotta go.
I was gonna say, don't be mean to my raccoon.
Not mean, just inflict weird. But
No, I was talking to Ramanas.
Oh no, I love
That was
your
out of
raccoon.
character, but don't be mean to my raccoon, I'll cut you.
I'll not be mean to your raccoon. I love your raccoon. It is cute little outfit. Anyway,
As we were setting up to ride, Havik, do you and Senti take point, scout the road,
Senti has a lampshade on.
and I explain. I mean, with Calic's contract, I explained that to everybody first thing this morning.
in thorough details or just the reference?
That Calic was going to offer us a great sum of money to deal with someone on the road. I don't mention that the only way to get the money is for us to kill him.
Oh.
It's like, fuck Calic. If someone's being,
Terms. Excellent.
if someone is being a thorn in Calic's side, I am content with that because he's up to shit, and I don't like him. He doesn't even go here. You're tacky, and I hate you.
I just need more NPCs that you're just so venomous about.
The reason I don't like Calic is that he's a fucking schemer.
He's got his hands in some pie.
Yeah, he's got 1,000 irons and 1,000 fires, and I don't trust it because inevitably one of those leads people toward evil shit.
Come
It's
on,
always
it's
really-
good money.
It's always really great when Caleidah gets on his little soapbox and just being a little shitty bitch at somebody. Like, I just don't like you. I think you suck.
You're up to something.
Just terrible.
All right, you guys ride out of Reopia.
finally.
No, you're right out of Garren's well.
As I say,